these wrong button.
Okay, here we are, and with a new take on In the Closet. We're in the jewelry boxes today with Nicole Richardson. She has a line called Nico Rich, and she's about ready to go on a trip to San Francisco with her line. So she's got all her stuff in these cases. And so no fancy jewelry boxes for you? You don't usually keep stuff in like precious cases?
No, I like to look like I'm actually have arms weapons to take away with me into every country.
Yeah, do you get stopped at security?
Oh yes, but only because they're interested.
Right.
TSA actually usually screaming, "Jenny, come look at this!" And I'm like, I gotta catch a freaking plane. So it's only for the best meters.
Nice, nice. Okay, so and this stuff is both your personal pieces and stuff that you're gonna show to stores, and I guess in your life they're all in one big pot, right?
It's an intermixing, exactly. Well, especially because like I usually start the season with some things that I just want to see on myself. So whatever's in my closet that I'm missing, if I need longer pieces, shorter pieces, more blingity pieces. And then I go from there and kind of create the collection. So of course there's pieces in here that I've worn out to kind of test the mood, and then the rest of the stuff kind of follows suit and then hits the market.
Okay, cool. And so what season are we looking at then?
So this all, for jewelry, I do season by season. So we're going straight into fall, winter.
Okay.
So this will all kind of intermix into that. Of course, jewelry, you know, is worn year round. People find their pieces and it becomes their thing. So for the most part, sometimes you don't have to actually think of it as like, I can only wear this once, you know, but the nice thing too is because turtlenecks have come in this season and certain things, you get longer pieces, you can get more chunky because people want to see bigger stuff. And, you know, maybe it'll tail out a little, get a little bit, you know, more smaller detailed stuff as we get into spring.
Gotcha, gotcha. So, and what about this lovely piece that you're wearing? That's part of, there's another one of those in here? Yeah.
No,
no,
okay. It's just this one. This is kind of was the maker this time. I kind of wanted something that really was kind of blended in the background, but it was so chunky that you had to see it.
Gotcha. It's really nice. Thanks. So show us, like, show me something in here that you wore really recently.
So I actually wore this piece just the other night. Who would have thought that pink went with everything? At the same time, you know, I always think if something like this can actually go with anyone who kind of just wants to wear jeans and a t-shirt, but wear something that actually like catches someone's eye, to, you know, wearing to a wedding or wearing to a ball gown event and such. And this is also something because most of the details in the middle, you can still wear cool earrings with it.
Oh, right. That's a good point. So when something's, talk about that, because it is kind of hard sometimes to do, you know, match up your earrings and your necklace, and sometimes you start to feel like you've got too much on.
Totally, and I've always heard that back in my head. I've heard that rule before. There's 12 pieces on your body, only 3 of them should be accessories, which many of us do not live by.
Me being another one.
But I always think sometimes when you do see things like something like this, I might just wear hoops with and not try to actually like wear anything else with it, maybe just a small stud.
Okay.
Or then, you know, something like I have on, I'm not actually wearing an earring with, but I have a big cuff on.
Right.
So, you know, just because there's so much going on in it, and I think people are looking into that enough, you know, and then a lot of times if you just actually have a casual stud you wear, you can always wear those. Right. But when you get into like some of my bigger earrings and such that we see over here, you know, you might want to tailor it down a bit if you're, you know, if you're going to be wearing something big and chunky like this, maybe just a gold chain would go with that, or something that just has a charm in the middle. You know, a lot of people I know have like their crosses or their whatever would be their kind of everyday, and then you can kind of make bigger earrings with it.
So how do you usually get dressed in terms of your jewelry? Do you sort of start like, oh, I'm in love with these earrings today, I'm going to put these on, or does it, I mean, is there a rhyme and reason?
Sometimes, I mean, you know, I'm obviously more of an accessories person, and I count shoes as accessories, so I might want to wear my boots, and so I'm going to go around that, and I might just completely want to wear a big long necklace and something chunky, and so I'll even like kind of cater my outfits to that, or I'll go, you know, that's a good reason to go to American Apparel and get a plain, nice cardigan or something, because I really just want to be wearing plainer clothes and chunkier jewelry for this season.
Right, right.
So it all kind of, I think, depends. But, you know, especially in a season like this where scarves are really back in and stuff like that, you know, I do look to a lot of my earrings and kind of pack a seasonally. So what I have going out with me today, and just which was in the cases but will be in my ears tomorrow, are bigger, chunkier earrings.
Okay, show me your earrings for tomorrow. Pick out a pair that you're
gonna have to hold as I go.
Okay.
So
okay.
This is the experience as you look into
all right,
faces.
I'll just yeah. I was looking at this pair earlier. I don't know how much detail I can get. Not a ton. Here's where we pause for commercial break if we're more pro style, but we're not. So We're just waiting.
So my private little jewelry case that I take everywhere, which is actually I think for makeup. And this are my earrings, which I just had to pull out because I think that these say it all.
Oh, those are really nice.
So something like that, I'm just going to be able to just put on like a big chunky scarf as these lay over them. And as you can, they're really lightweight. They might look bigger. These are solar
They
quartz.
are lightweight.
So they're super lightweight, but also the stud there is going to pull it right up. And then I have just a small little chain that I always wear. It's kind of long and has a couple little charms on it.
Huh. Okay. Do you work with a lot of, talk about the stones that you work with. I mean, they're semi-precious, they're
all semi-precious. It's almost all that I work with. Back in the day I used to sling beads and I only slung semi-precious. So I got really into the properties of them and where they came from, what's coming on the market and what hasn't. So in that regard, I really believe highly in kind of what you can put on yourself that's a natural stone that just enhances your beauty. You know, sometimes you can just see colors in the world that don't exist, and sometimes it's really nice to look at things like, say, these sapphires. And those all naturally exist in that correlation. So it's really cool to kind of just put on something that someone thinks cannot be real, but it's actually a stunning piece in sapphire, water tourmaline, and rose quartz.
Huh. Yeah, and so the kind of the properties of stones, I love that. Like if there's a day when you're feeling, you've got some big thing to do and you're feeling nervous, you've kind of got a stone that's maybe going to make you feel really secure and safe and comfortable. Is
Completely.
That, yeah.
You know, and there can be a lot of like, you know, hocus pocus behind it that actually, you know, to a lot of people make that has existed in the world for years. But at the same time, there's also just color properties to that. You know, it's like wanting to wear a pair of jeans because that makes you feel good that day, to like wanting to dress up in a ball gown because you're feeling fabulous. And at the same time, it can happen with you wearing a big piece of, you know, rock crystal that can just kind of be your like, you know, crown to the queen. Or you can wear something that's very like dainty and small but still has those colors that pop. Like Washingtonians always love to wear labradorite.
Huh.
Which is this small stone here. I have it in many, many things. But I think that that's kind of the comfortable like denim wear for
That's the denim of stones. Huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice, nice. Okay, well, what else? How do you tend to go about showing these pieces when you take them around? I mean, this is kind of your personal closet that you're taking around. What's the tour like? Where does it start?
Well, you know what? Like almost any good closet that you allow any friend into, and a lot of my boutiques, because I only work with good high-end boutiques or museum stores, and I get to know the clients really well, or the owners, I kind of just let them dig. So I usually pull out a few pieces that I'm kind of going after, and then they kind of work from there, and before I know it, their head is halfway deep in, and they've got three pieces on, and they've already chosen what they're keeping and what they're going to give to a friend, and then what's going to the store.
Right.
So, which is always a good thing, because it allows me to tell the story well at the same time, you know, where the wild things are.
Nice, nice. Okay, well, we're almost out of time, so what's the one takeaway? What do you want to see people doing with accessories for into fall and winter?
I want them to push it a little. I think that it's good to have a little good bling on you. It's just as warm as a big scarf, you know, when you put on a huge necklace. And you'd be surprised how good it makes you feel. And the thing is it's something that's going to be in your treasure box, which is guaranteed to last generation to generation, years to years.
Nice. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.